Yes, primary 4. I want to once again welcome you to this lesson. The other time we looked at certain timetable. I expect you to have answered my questions in the full sentences. I'm looking forward to seeing your good answers, and also look forward to getting the results. I shall mark it. Make sure that your book is marked and do corrections as usual. So here we want to look at another structure, that is using as. This structure as is used when we talk about an action that happens, and shortly another one also happens. It happens, then another one also happens shortly. So that means an action will happen, then after that another one will also do what? Will also happen. In most cases, it is used also in the past tense, or commonly in past continuous tense. We are going to look at some examples here. Let's look at examples here. I was crossing the road. That is sentence number 1. Then number 2, a car passed by. So in these two sentences, you can see that in the process of crossing the road, shortly a car passed by. So this activity or this action took place, then shortly another one also began to take place. So how do we join these two sentences using as? We can say, as I was crossing the road, put a comma, a car passed by, full stop. So one of the rules still is that when you begin a sentence with as, there must be a comma to separate the two actions that were happening shortly after the other. Then within a sentence, you come and now look at what came last. What came last is here, a car passed by. So within a sentence, you begin with what came last, and that is a car passed by as I was crossing the road. Full stop. Now this one where you have used the as within a sentence, it is unnecessary to use a comma. We use a comma only if the sentence is beginning with what? As. Commonly, or similarly, as is the same as while and when. They carry the same idea. So you still can begin with while and say, while I was crossing the road, a car passed by. Or you can begin with this one when and say, when I was crossing the road, a car passed by. Let's look at example number 2. Example number 2. We can say, Justin woke me up. I was sleeping. Now look at these two sentences. Justin woke me up. I was sleeping. Justin woke me up. I was sleeping. The two sentences, one refers to something that happened earlier than the other. Which of the two happened earlier than the other? Was it Justin waking you up or you were sleeping? This one, when you're beginning with us, you begin with the first thing to take place. So I think it's this one here. I was what? Sleeping. So you say, as I was sleeping, put a what? Comma. Justin woke me up. Then follow stop. Then within a sentence you say, Justin woke me up as I was sleeping. Follow stop. So this one is the first action. First you are sleeping, then finally or shortly Justin came and woke you up. So when you're beginning with us, begin with the first thing that was taking place, then end with the last. Then within a sentence you begin with the last action. The last action here is that Justin woke you up as you were sleeping. So that is how we are supposed to join sentences using the as. For the activity I have given, it is carrying about 6 questions or sentences. So out of the 6, I'm expecting 12 answers. You are going to use one sentence to give me 2 sentences. That means each sentence is going to carry 2 answers. At the beginning and then within a sentence. So the first sentence is going to begin with us. Then the second sentence, you are going to use as within a what? A sentence. I have even guided you down there in the brackets. Before you do the activity, try to look at what I have written in brackets so that you can be guided properly. That's how brief this lesson is. I want you to do the activity successfully and hand in the books for marking. Thank you for being good children as usual. However, try to write using a good handwriting. Handwriting, I put much emphasis on handwriting. Try to write well in books so that I can also easily mark. Okay? Thank you for listening. I wish you well.